Ah, my friend, you see the stories up on the wall?
Yeah. And you...
It...
Oh, hello there.
Got...
Hello.
Admit it, though. We do... Oh, anyway. What do you... Life? Yeah? Oh, it's not like... Like... You seem to... Should I... You know... You're in...
So many things you are doing.
The best days...
That's what life is. Stars were... I heard they...
What? It's...
Die.
There's always a cost.
Yes, lost and alone. Yet those children sang. You hear me?
I hear you.
I plan to head up to the wall sometime to look out over the jungle. I used to do that a lot.
Hey, freelancer, contract all right? Freelancer, just the contract went well. Hey, how'd your last job go?
I kicked its ass.
That's right, you did. Just go back. Owen stopped by. Wanted to make sure. No worries, though. A Titan won't stop me from keeping.
How'd you end up as our record keeper anyway? You...
Layers, buddy. We all got him. You want a well-placed shot? We all do our bit for the family, right?
You sign up, you pull your...
It's more than that. But, hey, however you want to paint it. The point is, it's not like we got anyone else in our...
Freelancers have had better times.
I don't want to say our budget's sad, but I can perform magic with more figures in the columns. We need freelancers to bring in contracts, get the work done. The better the Enclave... Well, I've got reports to update before I'm back out there. Striders to save, relics...
You must be Rife. Yarrow said I'd find you here.
Yeah. You're the one who flew in with a hail of bullets and flaming glory.
Correct. That was me.
Well, right on, Big Star. That was something to see. Backed up into that tunnel, trying to keep those Arcanists ticking. It got tense. I mean, I was looking forward to using Nellie on those cockroaches.
Nellie?
My sword. Helps me perform my community service. Figured she saved my butt so many times. She should get a name.
You seem to be recovering nicely.
I got 2 working fists. One for punching, one for drinking. That's all I need. So, I'm guessing you're here to stay. You've been keeping to yourself, but I've seen you around.
If there's work, yeah. I get the impression business is picking up.
Been tough for a while. Couple of weeks, I was barely scraping by. But man, there's nothing like being a freelancer, right? So hey, thanks for showing up when you did. I owe you one.
Glad it worked out.
Anyway, I'm probably still bleeding somewhere. Should get that fixed. I'll see you around, Big Star.
Well, I know you. You're the hotshot who silenced that Shaper thing, yeah?
Word travels fast.
I keep an ear to the ground. Best way to stay alive out here. Maxine. Call me Max. Welcome to my bar.
You're the owner?
Am now. Got it off Dusty in a game of cards. Pretty sure he threw that hand.
You really think he'd bet his entire bar and throw the hand?
In a heartbeat. If he ever had a heart to begin with. Dusty managed to lose the deed to his bar and his shirt, and the very next morning headed out of town. Only he didn't make it.
Oh, hold up a second. What happened to the last owner?
He was on a strider to Antium with the governor and it went down. Some say accident, some say a hit. Nobody made it back and the black box went missing.
You think Dusty was the target? Or the governor?
Dusty owed a lot to the wrong people, but dead men don't pay their debts. The governor? Not really worth the trouble, you know what I mean? Dusty's not the only owner to die in glitch circumstances, just the latest. People think this place is cursed.
So the bar is cursed. Great. You know, I've got enough trouble as it is.
You'll be fine. It only gets owners and dine and dashers. And I may be lying about the last one. You're doing good work around here, freelancer. I'll get you a tab. First one's on the house. And if there's something you need, maybe I know some people. We'll see. Okay?
Hey, freelancer.
Looks like this is your lucky day.
Why's that?
You just bumped into the oldest man in Fort Tarsis. Name's Jarek.
Nice to meet you.
You too. You know, you don't live as long as I have without seeing some things.
Yeah? Like what?
I was there when the scars swarmed the fort's terraces. It was a bloodbath. Happened over 50 years ago, and it feels like yesterday. I was also there when the scars came over the walls. What do you think about that?
I think you've seen a lot.
You bet I have. More than you ever will, that's for sure.
I hope you're right.
Oh, I am, freelancer. I've lived a life filled with bloodshed and disaster. I've survived Strider ambushes, Dominion attacks and outlaws. I've even run from wyverns. I've seen enough death the last 50 lifetimes. And yet, somehow, I'm still kicking.
So what's your secret to survival?
It ain't no secret. I'm a pragmatist. I always did what I had to in order to survive.
I'm sorry. You must have lost many people along the way.
You got that right. I've outlived every friend I ever had. Sometimes I wonder if I made the right choices. I was in a mining crew digging for ore near Heliost when the main shaft collapsed. We were trapped behind a solid wall of rock. We had no idea of how long it would take for the rescue party to dig us out. I was lucky enough to find a bottle of water. But there were 6 of us.
1 bottle of water for 6 miners? How many of you made it out?
I was the only survivor.
Why were you the only survivor?
If I'd have shared that water, nobody would have lived.
So you chose to let 5 people die to save yourself?
I told you, I'm a pragmatist.
I guess that's why you're the oldest man in Fort Tarsus.
Don't you judge me. You've seen death. You've done things. I can see it in your eyes. It's usually a glint of sadness or knowledge, but in some people, that glint turns into a gleam. And a gleam means they want to see more death. Be careful, Freelancer. I still see a glint in your eyes.
Hey, you're a freelancer, right? I've heard things about you.
What kind of things?
Some of the Arcanists said you stopped a cataclysm. Or a giant Ursix. Or both.
That was me, yeah. It was, kind of both.
Interesting. You're one to watch. I don't want to say too much just yet, but be mindful. A lot of eyes will be on you soon.
What does that mean?
It means this is the time to show what you're made of.
Do you only speak in cryptic idioms? If you want something, say it.
This is just a suggestion, all right? You didn't hear this from me. Have you ever heard of the Path to Glory?
It's like a ranking of Lancers, right?
That's not all it is. There are certain rewards offered to those on the path.
Rewards offered by who exactly?
The Emperor. Put yourself on the path, Freelancer. What you do will matter, I promise.
Digging in there. Hey, good to see you. You're a freelancer, right?
I think you knew that.
I never assume. Like, I'm a laundryman now. I figured you were like me.
We're not that alike. Sure, I know Yarrow. No, but I have a feeling...
Yes. So, I guess a long time ago, he was guarding some family. It all happened so fast that this Yarrow had no choice but to choke the...
But Tessalars emit an electrical charge. Yep.
Yeah, but I guess he held on, even though...
Why wasn't he in his javelin?
I think... you know, you're wrecking the story, right?
Oh, I was just trying to understand how he did.
Trust me, he did it, okay? That's why he talks so funny.
He...
Yeah. Have you ever...
Yes.
You have... Hey, do you have time for lunch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, we're both so busy, huh? So, all right, I'll see you around.
Beyond the wall? Let me tell you how long I've seen fish left out in the... Thank you.
For what?
For stepping close so you don't impede foot traffic.
You were off to the side, so it seemed to make sense.
My apologies. I assumed you would recognize...
Sorry, I was not aware those were happening.
My name is Pern...
Sounds like a big job.
It's enormous.
I might.
Excellent. Please answer the following questions. Do you A, believe the... or B, recognize the fort has glaring inefficiencies?
Aren't those statements both the same?
No. One suggests immediate action, and the other identifies issues then...
I'm not sure the fort wants to change.
The fort must change. It's unsafe.
Did you...
Yes. People walk and stop where I'm proposing we implement lanes and
I guess it would make walking here more efficient.
It will. It's just a matter of applying rewards and punishment to ensure compliance. There will be some resistance, but I've run into that before.
Where at?
The fountain, and people said we didn't need it, but now I'm spearheading the campaign to restore it.
How does it...
The fountain creates a meeting place and instills pride in the community. Happy people are more productive.
Is the fountain working?
Not at the moment. There's a piping issue. It was nice chatting with you. I'm off to a meeting regarding proper personal equipment in the forge area.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Hi, Freelancer. Hello.
Sentinel, good to see you again.
Is it?
Isn't it?
I don't associate much with freelancers.
Okay.
Or anyone not a Sentinel, really.
Well, I hope you don't regret getting to know one of us.
Yes, me too.
Okay. Can I help you with something?
Yes. Well, quietly. I don't technically have permission from my superiors to be contracting you, but there's been an unusual amount of Scar activity around nearby Arcanist base. Whatever it is, it could be dangerous if the Scars get hold of it.
Agreed. I'll check it out for you.
Good. I mean, good luck, Freelancer.
Right. No problem.
My savior, and the reason Scars aren't feasting on my liver right this minute. Bloody Scars. The spike in their activity's really thrown off.
What are you working on exactly?
I'm looking for a lost Arcanist text, known as the... It was inscribed by early members of our order, and some Arcanists believe that their writings could help us predict the behavior. Imagine knowing Ferelic will create firestorms, or scorpions, or...
We could keep people safe.
Indeed. Every little piece of knowledge we can scrape together.
You're making progress?
The hero... Turns out there was a far more ingenious way. Invisible runes.
Invisible?
Runes. Yes.
How do I...
Aha! I piqued your curiosity. You'll just have to continue on this adventure to find out, won't you? Our research has revealed a potential site.
Just point me in the right direction.
Freelancer. What can Matthias Errol Sumner help you with today?
I just wanted to see how you...
My research is progressing. I'm still alive and very happy. I intended to buy you a drink as thanks for the...
your band? What?
For, starting fights. Not proud of it. It's just 1 minute someone's mocking Von Blatt's theory of diurnal obsolescence. The next minute you got bloody knuckles.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Emotions take over.
Exactly. Sometimes old impulses take over.
Old impulses?
Growing up in the streets of Helios, you pick up some bad habits. Discourse, dialogue, civility, the Arcanist ways, those I had to learn.
I didn't know you grew up on the streets.
I don't know.
You should be proud. You're a survivor. This world needs more Arcanists like you.
Like me? You want more kids orphaned young who have to fend for themselves?
I didn't mean...
I get it. Fewer soft, bookish types, more bloody knuckles and cynicism. You know, I prefer a world where no one gets calluses on their soul.
But that's not the world we live in.
Complete acceptance of the world's failings inhibits the will to change it. And we can change it. Through knowledge, we can make the world. That's what the Arcanist Order does. That's what I do. No one wants something to blow up and make orphans. Heard Tassin mumbling about the Dominion? Did you know I once hid in a mound of rotting fungus to avoid one of their patrols? Rashes for days.
Hey, welcome back to Uncle Vonnie's.
Thanks.
Some exclusive alloys and compounds came in this week. I can't say how we obtained them, but your Javelin will thank you if you pick some up.
You're very persuasive, Serena.
Thanks, I've been practicing. I'm glad you're here. I want to tell you about my Koroks adventure.
Oh yeah, I want to hear what happened.
Okay, so it was a beautiful day, and it took us a while, but we finally found a baby Koroks. When I started to pet him, he looked at me with all his eyes, and he made the most adorable, which in retrospect was probably a call of some kind, because his mom showed up, and whoa, she was mad.
Were you hurt?
That was the weird thing. I was petting the baby, but his mom only went after my cousin Dalton. He had his gun, but that Koroks was on him hard and fast. Here's the thing, he took a good hit and he flew a long way. But when he got up, nothing was broken. And he didn't even have a mark on him. Lucky, huh? But he started peeing blood.
Yeah, he probably should.
On the bright side, I did get to pet a baby.
That's something.
It sure is. Oh, don't forget.
I'll try not to.
Scars out of the way. Someone check on Matthias. I think we're done. Everyone's safe.
Hey, Scars. I don't know what to think. Arcanists and Scars often clash over Shaper sites, but nothing like this. I must tell Tassin. Please. I need to return to Fort Tarsus.
Are we really in a firefight with Dominion?
Well, I am. You're sitting in a chair somewhere.
Clear. You did it. But what about Tassin's agent? She's still alive.
She didn't make it. But there's an archive here.
I see it. Looks damaged from the fight.
Maybe Tassin can make sense of it. This can't be for nothing.
What about the one they call the Monitor? He took the relic.
And I'm getting it back.
Thank you.
Nice one.
These were classic Dominion tactics. Total carnage and no witnesses.
What are they doing this far south?
I don't know, but it involves relics. That won't end well.
My javelin's grounded again.
It's that shield generator. Keep the area clear. We don't need any interference. Watch it. Looks like the Monitor left a cleanup crew behind. Try to disable that machine. I have the specs. I think I can override it. Hold here. I'll try to deactivate it.
Great place to die, Owen.
Are you down? Oi, hold up. You need to stay close. Yep, back in range. Here we go. More Dominion coming at you. Pretty serious looking too. Watch yourself. Keep the area clear. We don't need anyone in the way. You just have to go and piss them off.
Well, they shouldn't have pissed me off.
Yeah, that's got it. Stay close now. That's the last of them.
I can still catch the Monitor.
Better hurry, he's got a head start.
I'm outside.
I've got a signal we can track. Can't hide from this cipher. You can't be too far. Dominion must have big plans for a guy like the monitors in our neighborhood.
We just need to make sure he never comes back.
You see, this is why I want to be out there with you. Show bad people the door.
Not as easy as it looks.
Okay, show bad people the door at the end of a very large gun. Okay, you're coming up at him. Just ahead. They've got turrets of some sort. Those will ruin your day. Probably want to take them out.
I see a lot of Dominion. Where's the monitor?
Checking. Does it look like the Dominion are staying a while?
I don't know what they're up to. It's not happening in our neck of the woods.
I suppose they'd listen to reason. Talk it out.
Does this look like they dropped by for tea?
I'm not seeing him. I'm getting a bad feeling here, I think.
Maybe this was an ambush. They've led us here.
Damn! Time to show them that really large gun. Hey, watch it! Another one of the monitor's lieutenants. Okay, it's over. Score one for the freelancers.
Yes. Congratulations on walking straight into my trap.
Owen? Owen, what's happening?
I don't know. He's
Obviously more powerful than you. I think it's important to take a measure of one's adversary. And I find you lacking.
Yeah. Ask your lieutenants how they feel. All right, you can't, because I put them down.
Freelancers boast of courage they never have. It's why they're extinct.
I'm alive and well, you son of a...
He's gone. Save your breath. You best head back to the fort. I'll let Tassa know we need to talk.
I'm in trouble here. Sure. Greetings.